Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl, Star Flames, and we're back with another video. So, if you're new, please subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification bell, and join the family. While you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up and help your girl out. In this video, we're gonna talk about the OnlyFans model, Lily Phillips, because someone beating Madame Pimp Jenner was never ever on my bingo card. However, unfortunately, Lilyphillips' mom is beating Kris Jenner to that punch. Now, as you guys know, it is known that Kris Jenner loves to pimp her girls. We know the story of Kris Jenner hiring Kim, a glam squad, to do a sex video with Ray J so that they could market the video and the family would become famous. And it actually did work for the family. Now, that's not the only alleged instance. There are several other instances wherein Kris Jenner has pimped Kim, allegedly, to other men and the other girls. So when I heard about Lily Phillips, I'm like, damn, someone actually beats Kris Jenner? I thought that would be impossible, but Lilyphillips' mom is beating Kris Jenner to the punch because in October of this year, Lilyphillips slept with 100 men in 24 hours, and it doesn't stop there. She's aiming for a new record in 2025. Now, Lilyphillips is only 23 years of age. She's from the UK. She made history when she did that in October, and there was so many backlash against it, even OnlyFans models. You know that OnlyFans is so overly saturated at this point. It's all about a challenge, and this line of work, the challenge goes really crazy. Lily believed that she should be at the top of her chart, and as such, her target, her aim was 100 men, and the men did line up and she did meet the number. But something was revealed to the world, and it was very shocking when we discovered that her mom not only supports her, but her mom is her accountant. She organizes the little things and she ensures that the money is right. Now, Candace Owens got wind of the story and she thought that it is so sad, so unfortunate that there's a mother out there like this manipulating her daughter. And as such, Candace Owens had a little discussion with Lily Phillips. This is kind of hard to talk about. I want to share the clip with you guys. So take a look at this clip, shall we? And then I'll get back with the rest of my commentary.
I mean, I think one of the questions that I certainly had when I was reading into your story was, I think that you kind of tried to portray it like you had this like normal upbringing. And I obviously don't buy that because I have children and I have a daughter, and your mother being involved in this signals to me that you had anything but a normal upbringing, because there's no mother that would spiritually want to see her child violated like that, because that's what it is, whether you perceive it or not. Your mother is watching you or helping you or dealing with the finances of you being violated 100 times in one day. And so I was very disturbed by that more than anything else. Is like, I've heard of OnlyFans girls. I've sat down with them, you know, respectfully on the Whatever podcast, and a lot of them have stories and they understand that, you know, my mom, my dad, my upbringing didn't do this. You know, it led me to this choice in life. But you don't seem to have recognize your mother's abuse in this, which is quite alarming to me. So I'm just curious about your relationship with her.
So my parents don't describe having sex as being violated. They don't really see it in that way. They know I've always been very liberal. And to be honest, my parents, they don't necessarily, they're not coaching me into it. They're not telling me, please please keep having sex with these people at all. They're not, you know, they're not really exactly, I wouldn't really say like supportive, but at the end of the day, they love me. And what is it going to do if they disown me, stop talking to me? That would only cause more heartache. So they see it from a standpoint of, you know, my mum does like my finances because she wants to help me. you know, they just want to do what they can to help. It's not so much like if they disown me tomorrow, like, I think that would just make everyone more upset.
I don't think it's fair to even describe it as my parents are liberal. I mean, I'm obviously not a liberal, I'm a conservative, but none of my liberal friends, liberal family members, their parents would view this also as demonic, whether they have faith or not. They would just say, what parent would want that for their child? Because your mother is old enough to understand what the implications are for your future. You know, you already comprehend what the futures are, making it, I get that you turn everything into a joke. I think you do that really to protect yourself as an armor. I don't think you actually think it's funny, but to recognize that like you're a beautiful young girl and you're never going to have the prospects. You're not going to have a man that wants to have a family with you because they're going to see you as damaged goods. Your mother partaking in that, just so you know, is a form of abuse. It is. It's abusive.
No, guys, that is really sad. Now, what I'm going to ask you guys to do, because I do believe that spiritual warfare comes in many forms, and you know that there's a major warfare going on at this time. I'm going to ask you kindly to please pray for this young lady, as I've been praying for her, because as Candace Owens says, her mother is in fact abusing her. Now, also please pray for her mom. We cannot just always say that people are old enough to know better, because as the Bible says, we do not war against flesh and blood, and things happens to people that is beyond our sight or our understanding. And thanks in advance for doing so. Now, also, when she says that, you know, her parents, they have always known that she's quite liberal. And it's disrespectful to say that, but she really and genuinely doesn't know any better. Lily gives the sense that she's very smart, very educated, but with everyone that's smart, educated, they also make bad decisions, and her mom is behind her, fueling those bad choices. And these things should never be accepted or promoted. I believe that these are the things that people should get canceled for. I understand that the adult entertainment world, it is a big business, and that is where the elitists of the world are pushing people at this point, young girls, young men, because there is a satanic agenda going on. And I'm happy that Candace Owens had a sit down with her, and she was very kind, very thoughtful, very honest in her delivery to Lily about her actions or choices and her mom's support behind it. So I stunned to learn that there's actually someone beating Kris Jenner to this. Like, this was never on my bingo card. Someone publicly beating Kris Jenner to her pimping ways. I could never ever guess that this is something that we would be dealing with. After Kris Jenner, I thought that people would have looked into what Kris Jenner did and say, you know what, I'm going to make healthier choices for myself and for my daughter. But unfortunately, there's a high level of competition going on that we don't know about as to what mom can pimp their daughter to the highest bidder, because come 2025, Lily is aiming at 1,000 in 24 hours, and her mom is going to be there to ensure that everyone forms a line properly and all the monies are counted and accounted for, also is correct and invested, and she gets her cut. And this should never be the role of a mother. The role of a mother should be the reverse of this. And I know that even though Lily's story is out in the public, you know, she's not the only one. There's so many girls being exploited by family members all across the world. And I see this a lot, especially in the lower class community, where people are dirt poor. They believe that the only way out is for them to sell their daughters. And these are things that we need to speak out about at every single turn. We need to not say it's okay. She has her freedom. She has her free. This is not even what free will is about. This is beyond free will. This is dark. This is satanic. And we know prostitution is one of the oldest professions that we have learned about, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that Lily should be operating in this manner. It's not okay. It's not healthy mentally, physically. The long-term psychological effects that this is going to have on her, it's going to be something that she has to deal with. The people around her may not even know how to deal with this or have the resources to help her. So let's try our best to see how we can help Lily from the distance. I know that some people are going to see it as a lost cause. Some people are not even going to see the possibility of helping her, but trust and believe that prayer and faith, it moves mountain. And I do hope that next year, instead of Lily aiming for 1,000 men in 24 hours, I do hope that next year, come 2025, we get a more positive, uplifting story from Lily and her mom. And thanks to Candace Owens for bringing this out to our attention. I did see those clips on TikTok in October of the men lining up, but I had no idea she was aiming for 1,000 come 2025. Guys, I'm lost for words, but that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. Let me know what are your thoughts. While you're at it, thumbs up, stay safe, keep praying over your kids. Do not pimp your kids and do not give up on them irrespective of the challenges that you might be having with them, no matter their age. And that's all I have to share. Stay safe. Peace.